The assault on Rimeria has begun, and of course with that comes the brand new strike raid. So I'll tell you of course about the raid. We're going to do a walkthrough of it as well, and everything you need to know about it. So first of all, where can you find it? Top left, guys, is going to be a new button called the assault raid. We have just the 1 to 4 player dungeon, the Narhash. Quickly talking about this one right now. This is just going to be a currency dungeon, 1 time a week per character to get yourself, I think it's 200 or 400 coins. It's one of the two. You can do the normal mode, you can do the hard mode, you can do it with 1 person, 2, 3, or 4, but I would definitely recommend just doing it at least with a support. It's kind of annoying otherwise, so in my opinion, just do it with 4 people. But if you want to solo it, you can definitely do it because you have unlimited potions and battle items as well. But we're gonna leave that in the dust. We're gonna go talk about, of course, the strike raid. This is the big boy. This is, of course, as well a gold earning rate, and it's going to be for 1680 and 1720. So of course, what are the two big differences between this raid? And that is of course going to be in normal mode, we have ourselves less HP compared to hard mode. There's no difference in mechanics, but there is going to be a final chest at the end which is going to contain gold. The maximum reward for normal mode is going to be 100k gold, and the maximum reward for hard mode is 500k gold. So there is a big gap in that as well. Then the last thing that's very important, that in normal mode at the end, for your first time reward, actually you will get a random relic book, but for the clear you do not get one. But for hard mode you get yourself a random relic book that is tradable every single time you do the raid. So that's very cool. So potential of 400,000 more gold and a guaranteed relic book per raid personally as well, which is very, very, very good. So that's of course the difference. But then of course we're talking about the gold that you earn from this raid. You can see it's going to be 10k gold or 18k gold. And people are like, okay, so I do not take the gold of this raid because it's not a gold earner. It's not good, right? No, this is wrong, because like I said, the minimum amount of gold you get that you get at the end is insane. So in normal mode, the minimum amount of gold you get on top of this is going to be 10,000. So technically this raid is 20,000 gold every raid, every time you do it, okay? And that's the minimum. So for my normal modes, I have gotten 50k and 30k. I've done 2 normal modes so far, so I've gotten 80,000 gold on top of the 2,000 gold. So I made 100,000 gold from 2 normal mode strike rates. Of course, for hard mode, you can see it's 18,000, but the minimum chest reward is 20,000 gold. So this technically is the 38,000 gold raid. So then, of course, it makes it okay. So what raid do I skip? Very simple, okay? If you are 1680, you are skipping Barrel normal mode. Keep in mind, do Barrel normal mode still as well if you still need your karma, but just do not take the gold, okay? If you are 1690, you're skipping Mordum normal mode, okay? For gold wise. And then if you're 1700, you're skipping a year hard. So 1680, skip Barrel normal mode. 1690, skip Mordum normal mode. 1700, skip a year hard mode. So you will always get the gold from this raid. It is just so good. The potential's crazy. I'm like on the tour right now of probably making around 300 to 400,000 gold from this. I have 2 more raids to go. I can still get a big drop of my breaker, which is going to be a hard mode. And of course, I get another normal mode as well. I think that's important with that as well. There is going to be a shop tied to this, the Assault Raid shop. You can see right here, it's going to give these special Guardian medals, which you can spend, of course, as well every week. You can buy yourself 20 of these medals from the normal currency that's from the Chaos Dungeon, all that kind of stuff. And you can use that, of course, to buy this as well. But you can see you need to have completed the trail 1 time at least. Otherwise, you cannot buy the box. So even if you want to buy this relic book and you do not want to interact with strike rate at all because you think it's too hard or too scary or whatever, you cannot buy this relic selection pouch unless you have defeated the boss once. What's really cool as well, of course, a selector and 6 bracelet tickets, very good, and of course some other stuff as well, which is very nice. Okay, so now of course we know the reasons why you want to do Dungeon A and Dungeon B, but of course how do we defeat it? So we're gonna right now go into a step-by-step commentary run of me going over my wild soul and everything I did in there, and of course everything that happened. It is not really a hard raid, I'll be honest. Mechanics wise, this took me, I think it was 40 minutes before the first clear, and the thing you just have to keep in mind, it is mainly a DPS raid. Minimum requirement is around 80 to 100 million for normal mode and around 200 million for hard mode. So right now is a new DPS meter as well inside of the game. This will allow you, of course, to see your DPS inside of the raid, which is very nice. So, of course, look what you're doing yourself, and maybe you need to change some stuff around if you see that you're doing a lot less than the requirements. So we're on the Wild Soul hard mode. So what's going to happen? First of all, the boss is going to jump in, and there will be a circle appearing underneath his feet, which will knock you up if you're too close. And we're going to now just go ahead and do a lot of DPS. So just focus on us doing as much damage as possible, because this is just going to be a very easy part of the fight. The only thing that boss can do is vanish right away. So if you want to do your big burst, do it as fast as possible. There's going to be a circle exploding, or you can just alternate and move in and out, or you can just invuln it like I did over here with Wild Soul. It doesn't do that much damage. It's more annoying that it knocks you down. This is a dash into a counter. You can see the black smoke at the front is a good indicator that it is going to be the counter instead. And we want to go ahead and hit that boss. So, right now, of course, we're just going to get it to the first phase. The boss, we're not going to spin. If you're a front attacker, just stay at the front. Do not try to follow him. There is no purpose for that. And the boss is just going to be a little bit annoying. So, don't worry about it too much. He likes to move around, but his hitbox is actually pretty big. So, especially if you're a hitmaster, which I am on my Wild, so this is the G-press, a very slow one. You can see right there, the boss crashes down. And we're just going to keep on pushing him until he goes to his first phase. So there's nothing really much going on until that first phase happens. And you're just going to do as much damage as you possibly can. So there we go. The boss goes away. First phase happens. We're going to go to the right or the left side. You can even do a little bit of greeting in the middle once he goes to drop back down. As you can see, I'm going to get a little bit of gauge. And then go out. You can see we did a bit of darkness stacks G-press right here. But if we get 10 darkness stacks, we will get stunned. So we do not want to get 10. So now he is immediately going to go into his next phase, which is going to be the target phase. You can stand as close as you want to the boss. The boss will not knock you up, knock you down. If you're just literally hugging him, you're good to go. You see all these people like standing super far away with the crosshair? You can just literally stand next to him. You can see, look where I'm standing. I'm like literally hugging the boss. Even the red line's going to be on me. I could have literally stood there. I don't know why I actually moved out, but you can literally stand there. It's all good. And then the third one, once again, this one's a little bit tricky because it was in the darkness. So I'm just chilling a little bit. And right now, of course, he's going to do a G-press again. Be a little bit away because of the darkness. G-press. Then we can move in again. And it will be a small circle instead. G-press. Then he's going to go look towards one player. Knock them up. And then he's going to do a tail swipe instead after that. And as well, of course, you get the stagger check at the same time. Which is a good purpose for you to use all your abilities right there. And then he's going to repeat it again. So look where the boss is. Look at the minimap, guys. And when you look at the minimap, it's perfect for this. You can see right here. Look where I'm standing. I'm not going to get hit or knocked or anything. It doesn't matter at all. As long as you're just standing close, you're all good to go. And this is something that I noticed later on as well with the stage breaking. You can literally just stand under him instead. It doesn't really matter. You don't have to move away. You don't have to go up or down or go to the next tile. You can literally just stand on the same tile. This is where you group up in the sixth one, technically, like the sixth charge he does, group up. Then we will go ahead and get one G-press in a little bit. G-press here. And then we get another G-press, but you don't have to press this because you're inside. Very, very nice. Alright, then we get another stagger check. So the same thing, knocks up the front, tail swipe, and then, of course, we are good after the stagger check. This is a little tip I had for here if you're a front attacker. If you're at the back when he does like the charge with the knockup, then he will always turn around. So if you're at his ass, you will always be front attacking, which is what I did on my breaker. And then we're just going ahead and just DPS and DPS and DPS him. Just do as much damage as you can. By the way, for the people that need to know, the average DPS for hard mode is around 200 million for everyone. So if you have some people that are really underperforming and selling, you know, you're not really going to make it. There's not really sidereals in here or whatever. So you're just going to have to make do what you can make do with. So you, again, it's going to do the spin, just going to DPS. Like, this is just a big chicken, guys. Like, if you just notice that there's going to be these small patterns, the basic patterns, it is just a basic chicken. It's a bit like Behemoth, in my opinion. So with these orbs summoned, I'll go, you saw them right there. If he summons those orbs around him, it's always going to be a front counter. So try to move to the front of him and do a counter right there. This is going to be the knockup into the 2 G presses. This one's really hard to see and really hard to notice as well, but just try to keep that in mind. If he does like a spin knockup, then he does a half G into a G. And then as well, we get ourselves the invuln phase, or dodge that if you want to. I sadly didn't make the last dodge. It is what it is. Keep in mind, of course, this is like my my second attempt ever killing the boss because I did 2 hard modes back to back. And then we have ourselves another dash into black smoke counter. You can see my teammates as well know what they're doing. So I was like, oh, I should move for the counter, but they were already there. So again, dash into black smoke equals counter. So he's going to turn around, do a little spinny boy. Don't worry about it too much. And there we go. It's time for the 200 mech. This one's very easy. Look at where the swirly is on the map and then go the opposite direction. So you can see swirlies on the left or like the smoke. So we go all the way on the right. And then if you have a crosshair, place the poop on the outside. You can see right there where I'm standing. And then you're looking for the thick pillars. You can see the thick pillars right there. You see there's some wooden pillars. The wooden pillars are bad. And you want to stand behind the thick pillar. Then just go ahead and dodge yourself the yellow. This one, in my opinion, is a very easy mechanic. Like, we never failed it once, ever. Like, even on our first attempt, I did it all with randoms, by the way. I never did a pre-made group. We never failed it, so it's kind of interesting to see that it's like it's a mech, but it's so intuitive that it's very easy. So just gonna keep on going behind the pillars. Look at where the lines are on the floor as well. And then you can see there's going to be these boulders coming towards you. Just counter them if you need to counter them. And then you have to stand behind the thing again. And then we will be in the safe zone. Good. And then there will be waves coming from the boss on the left side or where it spawned. And then go to the other side, touch the wave again, and do a counter. So it's delayed. It's a very late one. You can see me miss my first one because I thought it was faster. And there we go. It's a very slow one. All right. And now we continue on, guys, with some more mechanics. The boss right now is phase transitioning into the map that's going to break down. Once again, we see this alternate pattern. Of course, do whatever you need to do for yourself. It's going to be the frontal hit into the Nom. This one's very, very, very annoying. Be sure to dodge that because it does a lot of damage. There's another one later on, another Nom, where you have to do a counter instead. I'm pretty sure I hit like a double counter at the end, so you will see it 2 times in a row, that pattern. So again, dash into black smoke. You can see right now as well, he had a golden ring on him. During certain patterns, he will get a golden ring. If you hit him during that yourself, it's not party-based. If you hit him yourself, you get some meter. You can see underneath my feet, I have a meter right there. If you do the golden ring successfully 3 times, you get yourself a damage boost, which is very nice. So this will happen during certain mechanics. I will try to call it out once I see it. But it's just during normal, like the G patterns or the special patterns that he does. He gets himself a golden ring around his neck, his paws and everything. And if you just hit him, you get yourself a buff, which is very good. You can see as well the teammate right now, top left is almost filled up. If it's fully filled up, this is going to be like another dash. So move to the side, try to be one cone next to him. If the boy is talking, by the way, if the boy is talking while he's going to do the charge, it means it's going to be a line. If Yonfei is talking the girl, it's just going to be a 1 square that's going to be broken. So this is the Nom into the counter. You can see it's very fast. So that's why, in my opinion, being at the front is pretty bad sometimes because you can just get nommed. But because it's actually a counterable one, it's fine. This is a pretty rare pattern. I've only seen this once. And it's just like waves of orbs. And it just does so much damage. So it's like, okay, I need the hyper awakening. I don't want to get hit by whatever is going to happen, you know? And there we go. We're good to go right now again. So you can see we did break him as well. So now we are a 100% bar. And we now get a little damage buff, which is very nice. So, and because everyone hit it as well, we now have the 100% bar top left. So he's going to go into the air soon. And then he's going to go ahead and be chained down by the boys. There we go. Chained down by the boys. And now we can go ahead and do some damage. Sadly, I didn't really have abilities. I can use like one combination right here. But that was technically all I had there. So if you see that your teammate is almost full, guys, you can always prepare your big burst for then. So now the air is being contaminated. This is the 150 mech. So this is going to be the cheese mechanic. Because a lot of people do not understand how this one works. So I'm going to try to break it down and make it slow a little bit. So first of all, you can have these orbs right here. If you take them, it's going to be the mech. But if you do not want to take them, then the boss right now is going to go away. You see this wave right here? It is aiming towards a part of the map. That's where the boss is going to come from. You have to G-press the boss. Okay, so the boss is going to be G-pressed. That's what watch is. We're going to G-press the boss. G. Alright, so now we've G-pressed the boss. Now the boss will make the screen a normal color again. And you can see these 2 purple squares. So from the middle of the map, there's going to be golden orbs right now coming. And these 2 squares need to have a golden orb. And the other golden orb should be put on the outside of the map. You can see the outside squares. Those now should all be put in for a golden orb. So you now have to just keep in mind, of course, G the boss if it's near you. And now, of course, that one wasn't cleansed yet. That one wasn't cleansed yet. So now I'm going to take an orb and try to cleanse one of those. because the second time we get this golden orbs, we want to cleanse the outside instead. So I'm just going to cleanse myself this one, and he got the one above it, and someone else got the G press, so that's totally fine. And that is how we did the mech. There's now only a 2 out of 12 chance that like a square wasn't cleansed, and we just do a little stagger check. After the stagger check, we get a good DPS moment, so we can use an atropine there as well. And because of course we already got ourselves one full 100% bar mech, we got ourselves another break. This mech he just did right there, you just go behind him and then top left to dodge that cone. So just go behind him on the back and then move top left after the first hit. And then we are in the final phase. We now have to just do a little bit more damage. Then the boss is going to break the outside layer. But you can see our floor is fully empty mostly. So this is of course because we did the mech correctly. So we put, you can see only we didn't do one in the bottom left it seems. So like 7 o'clock we didn't put an orb there. But we cleansed ourselves the inside. 2 orbs, and then we went to the outside and cleansed most of there as well. So it doesn't really matter that we right there have a few tiles that are not cleansed. It doesn't matter at all. Again, we can see right here, this is going to be a person that had the crosshair and he went to the outside edge. But this was the Yonfei one, so it's just going to destroy one tile instead of a line. So if it was the boy that was speaking, the boss would actually move to the side as well. But because this time it was just the Yonfei crash, people get a crosshair and you just move on the outside on one of the tiles because the boss is going to dive to there and it's going to break the stage. So we have ourselves a knockback right there into another arm head break. You can see right now we got the golden ring all around the boss. It's a little bit hard to see, but you can see right there we got ourselves our full gauge as well. So if you see that stab of the tail, it will be stab of the tail into a G press, and then it will be another golden ring. So we're just gonna keep on going, keep on DPSing. We're doing good damage again, alternating pattern. So you can see the boss, like, is a little bit annoying, but he doesn't do that much, right? Like, he's not doing that much. And a lot of people just have the biggest difficulty with the 150 mech, but I think that kind of explains it. Just, again, G-press, move in, put 2 golden balls on the purple squares, and put the rest of the golden balls outside. And here we go, guys. This is going to be a very deadly pattern, so please dodge the floor, be outside of it. I even went on my breaker, guys. I pressed my X skill and everything. It did one-shot me, so please do not tank these orbs on the floor. Just let it explode and just move back in. You can see right here, it's aiming for something. So this one is the boy, so it's going to be a line. You can see right there. The boy is talking, it's a line instead. So just move it to the side of the boss. And the boss always goes back to the middle afterwards. You can see the golden tile. He always moves back to the golden tile. So just keep that in mind that at this stage of the boss, this is the smoking to disappear. You can see the little spin right there with black smoke. He's just going to go outside and be disappearing and do some explosions. So just be in the center of it. And then move out, move back in. Very easy pattern, but he can do this right at the start of the fight, which makes you lose all your abilities, which is very annoying. So we're just going to keep on going until we reach the final stage, which is going to be the Stagebreak stage. And then, of course, the stage is going to get smaller and smaller and smaller, so it's going to be more of a DPS race until the end. Here we go. The Elysian floor is going to go ahead and break, so move to the center, and all the outside now is gone. So you can see we only have a few tiles to work with, so it's very important to be right now is that every now and then, of course, some person is going to get targeted with a break. Do not go to the center tile. If you break the center tile, it is GG, okay? Is at any stage of the game, by the way, but especially here right now, it's very important. So what I noticed as well is, like, you can see it's right now dark, right? I have the tile. I have the marker. You can see right there. But you cannot see that yourself. So if your screen turns black like that, you have the target. So it's very important for you to notice that, oh, I have a black screen. I need to go out to an outside tile. You have quite a bit of time. You can see right there that I had that as well. This is a small hop into a counter. It's co-op counter, actually. That you make sure that you move the tile out. But of course, I can understand that if you've never seen it, that if you see your screen turn black, you don't think anything of it, and it's like, wait, why did the boss dive into the middle and we died? So make sure that you know that you have the crosshair and you just stay ahead. Of course, if you fall out of the map, you just go ahead and spacebar to get back in. It's very easy. And we're just gonna go ahead and keep on going. The boss is just, it's not doing too much. Like, he's just being a little bit of dashing. Because you see, does dash into counter again, black smoke, guys, black smoke. and we're just going to do as much damage as possible. We can see if we get another one of those ring phases, the boss going to be tied down again. You can see in the top left, he's almost full. If one person actually succeeded at more, we would have had it earlier, but one person did not hit it. Sadly, it is what it is. So we can see again, she's going to do some spins. Just stay close. Nothing too much going on there. Explosion, stay close. And there we go. This is the danger pattern. This is the long dash, you can see, because it's the boy, right? The boy is talking. So make sure to see where the boss is. You can see the boss is on the minimap bottom right. So the guy had to go into the black smoke, which kind of sucks, to make sure that we didn't wipe. But that was a very good move from him. So of course, because if he stayed at the top, the middle tile would have broken because it's a line that breaks. And if the middle tile breaks, it is GG. So at that stage, of course, just go to the sides, take the hits, maybe even take the death. It's definitely worth it. So now we have the double stomp into another fire breath. This one can knock you off, you can see right here. And it's just spacebar the heck out of your key and then try to line up the golden with your line. And then right now we will have ourselves the G press. This is a very fast one, guys. So once you see the yellow line, you can almost press G right away. And G. Stagger the boss, and we get ourselves the golden proc right now as well. And you can see the meter top left is filled. So no matter what's going to happen, the boss is then going to get slammed down by the boys. And we will finish off the kill. So there we have it, guys. That is the strike rate. I hope everything that like that makes sense in this commentary run. But I still think that this rate is not that bad. It's mainly DPS, guys. Like the max is not the issue. It's the DPS of the players. And that was it, guys. That was the raid, and I hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did enjoy this video, I would highly appreciate a like down below, guys. Subscribe if you. Let me know if I missed anything or any big tips. Comment them down below, and I'll see you guys again soon for another video. Good luck at your strike rate. You got this.